Does anybody move to Houston?
On the list? No.
Welcome to the closing table with the Money Guys, Sidney Young and Jared Parrish. This episode is being brought to you by Allura Financial, AlluraFinancial.com, your source for real estate investment funding. Now, presenting the Money Guys. Welcome to the closing table with the Money Guys. My name's Sidney Young.
And Jared Parrish.
We are the Money Guys because we got
Yo
your money. Not our money, your money. Hey, it is December something. What's today, like 10th?
Hey, December 10th.
December 10th.
Today is Thursday.
It is Thursday. Yes, it is.
Yeah, on our regularly scheduled
program. We interrupt today's program to bring you some breaking news.
Yeah.
Jared went to the restroom twice today.
I did.
He did.
I did.
Broadcasting live from downtown Houston, Texas. The weather in Houston is great.
That's a beautiful day.
The weather in Houston is great. Unfortunately, the homicide rate is up. So
Not as bad as other places, though.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, no, nowhere near as bad as other
Dude,
places.
we've had 3 homicides since noon, midnight last night to noon today.
That's insane.
It is. That's just terrible. Anyway, just letting you know, if you're in Houston, keep an eye out, man. Look around.
What in the wide world of sports is going on here?
Yeah, I wish it was sporty. Anyway, Allura Financial, AlluraFinancial.com is who brings this podcast to you. We always bring exciting things, don't we, Jared?
Yeah, and so you said we're in downtown Houston.
You said, yes.
In the great state of Texas.
Houston's located in Texas. See? Y'all thought he didn't graduate. See?
Yeah, I studied geometry. So.
Hey, guess what? Tomorrow is Friday, the 11th. We have our Christmas gathering tomorrow.
We do.
We're going to gather up for Christmas, all the Allura Financial family. Huh?
All 4 people are going to be
all
there.
4 people. Your mom's coming too. Okay.
Yeah.
Like the Academy Awards, I'll bring my mother. How about that?
I know, right? No, but I mentioned that we are in the great state of Texas
Yes.
because we've got a lot of really cool things going on in the state of
We
Texas.
do, but that is a setup for something.
It is. Well, for one, I want to, I'm 4th generation Texan, and I am proud to be here in Texas and be from Texas.
Yeah, he is.
And I'm also very proud of what's going on in Texas.
Yeah, he is. He's very proud of peanuts and peanut butter. And
Now, do you know some of the economic changes that are going on in our great state?
yeah, we closed a lot of deals.
Yeah,
I'm
we do
with you.
close a lot of deals. And other people are wanting to close deals in Texas. We've got a lot of major corporations coming in.
We do. And you know, I rubbed a crystal ball back in November, and I told you, I said, man, December, if it's going to be anything like last December we were very busy. And I said, this December it's going to be busy. And we sort of looked at each other, man, we sure hope so. Oh, my God,
It's been
crazy.
busy. It's been busy as hell.
Yeah, and I mean,
I ain't complaining.
We're
I
very
ain't complaining.
fortunate and grateful for that, and hopefully it'll stay busy. But man, December's Christmas coming up. We're gonna shut down for half a week, right?
I think it was more like half a day.
Half a
I
day.
think we gotta work.
Freaking Grinch, man.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway, December's a great month. A lot of things happening. Good things, man. People are in the buying mode. People are tired of sitting around going, oh, COVID. People are ready
No,
to
they're
explode,
doing-
man.
Everyone's tired of COVID. They're tired of the shutdowns. They're tired of not being able to do things. They're tired of, basically the politicians controlling the economy. It's like, you know what? No, screw this. We're going to get out. We're going to have a good time. We're going to go to bars. We're going to go to restaurants. We're going to go shopping. We're going to do what we want to do.
That's right. Whatever he said. Man, so here's what we do. We're very organized here. We do a podcast.
Mm-hmm.
I tell Jared, I don't even know what the show's about. That was very spontaneous, my reaction on here. Because when I was in radio, I didn't want to know anybody's answer. They would say, what are you going to ask me? Dude, don't worry about what I ask you. I want it spontaneous. So, Jared, I'm
That's just
curious.
because he's bad at acting.
I suck at freaking acting. Jared, what's today's show about, man?
So today's show was what I just mentioned. So
Uh-oh.
this is going to be about the influx of businesses because we're talking about money. We're the money guys. We're talking
Yeah,
about money.
that's right.
And we're talking about the money that's coming into Texas and the reasons for it.
So we're going to talk about money coming into Texas.
Yes, and
Like-
the reasons for it.
Like the money trucks bringing them, or...
Man, they might as well just be loading up a bunch of Brinks trucks and just hauling them in.
Talk to me, Goose.
All right. So, well, for one, we've got
Oh, wrong sound effect. Sorry.
no. We're gonna start the segment. I'm just gonna do a little prelim to the segment.
Okay.
If that's okay.
Yeah,
with you.
what's a prelim?
You'll find out.
It's a limb that's not all the way there? Okay, go ahead. That would match.
So, we've got a lot of businesses moving to Texas from California and New York.
I didn't know that.
Yes, massive amounts.
Big companies or little ones?
No, we're talking big ones.
Really?
And in the segment, I'm going to talk about the businesses that are coming into Texas.
I'm with you.
What they're bringing, how much money, how many jobs, what it's going to do to our infrastructure here.
I'm with you, man.
Okay?
Get to
Now,
singing.
But I want to talk about the reasons why.
Give me some.
All right. For one, the tax situation is a hell of a lot better in Texas, right?
Yep.
They're a lot more lenient with businesses. They
Yep.
work with businesses. It's a lot more business friendly. So we're getting a lot of corporations coming in. Now, bringing those corporations in, something that it's doing for the employees, let's just say, for instance, for the employees, because for one, they're getting a major tax break. So the business itself is going to make more money.
Yeah.
All right. But also the employees there are going to be able to take advantage of a better lifestyle. Now, I'm not saying
Like Google?
they're not moving, but
Oh.
look at it like this. What I wrote out here.
Don't die on us, man.
We've got a number of them coming from San
Really?
Francisco, California.
Too much
Now,
dope smoking over
the
there.
average rent in San Francisco is $38.70.
The average rent?
Average rent in San Francisco is $3,870.
No freaking way.
And in Dallas, Texas, average rent is $1,200 a month.
Yeah, okay.
So think about it. If you were making, let's just say, $80,000 a year, you had, in California, you had almost $4,000 a month going into rent.
Rent.
And I mean, let's just talk about it. Rent, money down the toilet. You're not getting any equity. You're not getting anything like that. Rent is money down the toilet.
You put toilet paper in there?
I did.
Did. Okay, good.
Yeah, but not feminine napkins.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, that's
very nice.
Got to think of the plumbers.
Napkins.
So they're able to have a better lifestyle because now they don't have all their money going into rent.
Yeah.
So $4,000 a month versus $1,200 a month for rent.
Yep.
So that's going to lower their cost of living, so they can have a higher quality of living. Now, to give you an example of the demand as far as people moving to Texas versus moving to California, right now to rent a moving truck to move your shit
Yeah.
is 4 to 10 times more expensive to go to California than it is. No, I'm sorry, to move to Texas, to move to Arizona,
To get a truck.
to get a truck.
Huh.
It's a tenth of the cost to go to California because fucking nobody wants to go to California right now. No one wants to live there. No one's moving
Really?
there. Everyone's moving out. And so you know what they say with supply and demand?
Yeah.
If the demand's high,
Yep.
so does the price.
If demand's high, your supply is sky.
There we go.
Or
And
something like that.
So yeah, something like that. That sounded good though. I like how you made it rhyme. So we've got a lot of people coming in, and not just people,
Yeah.
but we've got businesses coming in. They're adding more money into our local economy. So Texas is doing fantastic. The only thing I ask is if you're coming from California, remember why the hell you left. We don't want Texas to turn into California.
That's nice. You see how you welcome people?
Yeah. Yeah. Everything that you knew before you moved here, forget it. Learn what we do. Apparently we do it better. You wanted to move here. So anyway, to get into our segment today,
That'll wake you up.
so some of the top businesses that have moved to Texas from California.
Yes.
If
Drum
you-
roll.
If you had to guess, give me one.
The Elon Musk company.
Well, that's not bad.
Didn't they fly a space thing and crash the other day?
SpaceX, yeah. So with the top companies that are coming in, first one on my list, probably didn't know this, Toyota.
Toyota's bringing Toyotas.
Toyota is moving their headquarters from Torrance, California to Plano, Texas.
Plano, Texas.
Now, with Toyota, they're bringing about 3,000 new jobs. They're investing almost $400 million into a new plant.
Wow, that's pretty good.
That's
I like
a lot
that.
of money
That's a
into
ton.
the local economy there.
Yeah.
This is huge.
Yeah, Plano. I like that.
Now, Toyota's also putting another plant that's close to Katy, Texas.
oh, that's
just
our
outside-
neighborhood
yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Wow, we like that.
Yeah.
We like Toyota.
We do like Toyota. I drive a Toyota.
I know.
I enjoy my Toyota.
He enjoys his Toyota.
So hats off to Toyota for becoming
There
Texan.
you go.
I think they get a hat.
Give
pair
him
of
a
boots,
golden finger.
and I think they get a belt buckle for that.
All right. What else we got?
We've got Charles Schwab. You ever heard of the Charles
The
Schwab?
Investment Corporation.
Investment Corporation.
Don't see much happening there.
You don't?
No. They don't have to be in Texas. They can be anywhere.
Well, they are moving. You don't think they're going to put much into Texas? Okay. They're moving from San Francisco, California
They
to
smoke
Dallas
too much hoochie, that's why.
to Dallas, Texas, and they're building a $100 million new facility.
Really?
And they're bringing with them around 2,500 new jobs.
Yeah, all right. So, all right. You know, Chucky's doing well.
It's not bad. I mean,
Come on, Chucky.
This is incredible.
Chucky Swab.
These aren't small businesses.
Mm-hmm.
Another one you're probably very familiar with, someone that's moving their headquarters from New York to Texas.
Uncle Donnie?
J.P. Morgan Chase Bank.
Ah, all right. That's great.
For one, for them being headquartered here,
Mm-hmm.
we're going to get their corporate taxes because I'm telling you, this is huge for Texas.
The money is moving here. Speaking of money that's moving, it's time for a DD Funk commercial.
break.
The Double D Funk commercial. We'll be right back.
Is made for sharing, share the fun at Showbiz Pizza Place. We've got family fun at Showbiz, dating fun at Showbiz, everyone fun at Showbiz, Showbiz Pizza Place. We've got eating fun at Showbiz, racing fun at Showbiz, Showbiz fun at Showbiz, Showbiz Pizza Place. Share the fun, come on and share the fun at Showbiz Pizza Place.
All right. Welcome back to the closing table with the Money Guys. That was a DD Funk commercial. One of these days, someone actually pays to put a real one on there, and we ain't going to know what the heck to do.
Yeah, then we'll be the rolling in money guys.
So we're talking about business moving into Texas.
Businesses moving into Texas, and the amount of money that they're bringing with them.
That's right. Bring some money, honey.
That's it. So another one on the list today is Core-Mark. You ever heard of Core-Mark?
I've heard that name. Where did I heard it? Construction, commercial construction?
Nope, not construction company. No.
Oh.
So Core-Mark is moving from San Francisco to the
All
Dallas
those damn
area.
dope smokers, man. They're laying around up there smoking dope all day. They can't do nothing done.
Now they're on their number. I believe it was 27.
They moved to Dallas?
Moving to Dallas. Apparently they like the blondes up there. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
So they're moving to Dallas.
Yeah.
They're I believe it's number 27 on the Fortune 500 list.
Really?
So they're not a small business.
Wow. We just hired one person this past week. That count for anything? No.
We're on the Fortune 5 million, I think. They're the fresh solution. They're a distributor of chilled and frozen foods. And they typically deliver to convenience stores.
And who is this?
This is called Core-Mark.
And they deliver frozen food.
Frozen foods.
And they're in the millions, what?
Billions.
Frozen food.
They're one of the top 50 largest businesses in the United States.
No shit. Mm-hmm. Frozen fucking food.
Frozen foods. So next time you go to frozen and chilled. Mm-hmm. Sometimes it's like refrigerated sandwiches.
And they were in San Francisco smoking the hoochie. Now they're coming over here. You
And-
leave
and
your freaking hoochie at home.
No, bring the hoochie. They're still smoking the hoochie. So
Remember the old bull? Let's walk down the hill. The young bull, let's run down the hill.
yeah. So they're looking at building roughly a $50 million.
See, that's Corvette calling us now.
So they're looking at building roughly $50 million new facility and bringing just over 1,000 new jobs.
Really, 1,000? Mm-hmm. Wow. No. Bring your hoochie. I don't care. It's 1,000
Right?
jobs.
I mean, that's the thing. Whether their employees came from California to move here, or whether the new employees are here, still the taxes are being paid here.
Yep.
Everything's here. It's
Yep.
really helping out Texas quite a bit. So that one was pretty cool. Now, one that I like, just because I follow him quite often, Joe Rogan.
The podcaster.
Podcast. Well, he's he's comedian, he's an MMA fighter. This guy does it all.
Oh.
So Joe Rogan, and I doubt he'll ever listen to this, but Joe Rogan, if you're listening, man, dude, I love your show. Just saying. But he's moving from L.A. to Austin.
Does anybody move to Houston?
On the list, no.
Freaking three
No,
homicides a day.
we have had companies that moved to Houston. Actually, I believe it was J.P. Morgan's putting their headquarters in Houston.
Oh, okay, cool.
So, now with Joe Rogan, he signed $100 million contract with Spotify
Really?
for his podcast. Now, here's
$100 million?
Here's the cool thing. He didn't sell the podcast.
Oh,
He sold the exclusivity to it
for $100 million.
for $100 million. So he still owns his podcast, but he's not distributing it to all the different podcast sites, kind of like we are.
Yeah, you're a homeless guy at a beach in Florida. We'll give it to you.
So what they did is that he signed $100 million. I believe it was for 10 years,
Yeah.
20 years, or in perpetuity. I don't know. But he signed a $100 million contract and decided, you know what? Screw paying the California taxes on this $100 million. Bought a $14 million mansion just outside of Austin, just west of Austin.
Really?
Yes. I did the...
Him and McConaughey can live together.
Yeah, they're actually pretty close. But yeah, I'll be gated and everything. He's right there on Lake Travis.
Wow, that's where we need.
And
to
I
go.
did the virtual tour online of his house. Beautiful.
Really?
Yeah.
14 million. Come on, what do you
14
expect?
million. Well, I mean, he's such a car guy too, so he's got a
Yeah.
massive garage.
We need us a place, man, like out by the lake somewhere. Where can we
Yeah.
go?
I don't know. It depends on where you want to go. One of my favorite places in Texas is Canyon Lake.
By San Antonio.
Yeah, it's between San Antonio and Austin. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Canyon Lake's nice, man. It's Limestone Lake. It's a beautiful area. It's out in the hill country. It's nice.
I hear you. Okay, so who's next on our list here?
All right, well, that's going to bring us to our number one. Are you ready to go
I'm
ahead and
ready.
disclose number one?
Yes.
You mentioned him earlier, Elon Musk.
See, I've told
So
you. Dude.
he's moving-
Didn't his spaceship just crash?
It did. This was a trial run. No one was
Yeah,
in it.
it
They're still trying
crashed.
to. This is one of many
Dude,
of them.
Didn't you see that thing come down like 50,000 miles per hour and say, maybe we should slow it down a little bit before we upright
And
it?
since this was a test run on it, they also said there was a 1 in 3 chance that it would actually land.
But they were right. Two of them.
Yeah, two out of 3 were right. But so he's moving Tesla.
Oh, Tesla.
Tesla, they're moving their headquarters and their main manufacturing plant from Hawthorne, California, to Austin, Texas.
Well, they have a plant or something in North Houston. I pass by it all the time on the freeway.
Yeah, they do. I don't know exactly what they do there, but yes, they do have a plant here in Houston.
I had a Tesla for 3 days, tried it out, and two things. One, I loved it. They warned me. They said, when you floor it and you got it in a certain driving thing, be prepared for the G-force. This ain't no G-force. So
My ass.
yeah,
I rented one.
I got on there and I floored it. Oh my God, my chest was caving in.
Hell yeah, dude! It's like 0 to nothing, man.
And then the auto drive thing. I said, I'm gonna try it out.
yes.
So
Now the one I had didn't have the full auto drive.
Yeah.
I mean, it had cruise control,
It's
and
strange.
it would keep you in your lane.
no auto drive, man. You looked in 9 a.m. traffic in the Galleria. I let my hands off the steering wheel. Basically, sat there and watched it, and it was scary because it would like go between cars, and you're going, oh, it's just scary, man.
Oh my god! Now it's the one I had didn't have. It had some bells and whistles.
Yeah.
It had the bells, not the whistles. But I want to get the Cybertruck.
The who?
They're making a truck.
Why is it called Cybertruck?
Cause this whole electric thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, don't overcomplicate it.
It's Cybertruck.
No, he's called a
I've
Cybertruck.
got a Cybertruck.
So here's some of the cool things. I understand this is above and beyond what you would typically ask for
Yeah.
on a truck. So the truck is bulletproof.
Why you need a bulletproof? Oh, you're in Houston, Texas. Never mind.
You just mentioned the homicide rate.
All right. Hey, and not only homicides, they had 200 shootings on the freeways this year alone.
Good night.
Yeah, 205, I think was the
I
exact
didn't
number.
realize I lived in the ghetto. That's terrible.
Houston, Texas.
So the body of the truck. So this is one of the cool things about it. There's no frame to it. Okay.
Okay.
You know, on your car, how you typically have a suspension.
Yeah.
So it's a monoframe. So
Yeah.
the entire car is the suspension. So everything connects together. So you don't have your typical frame that the
I
whole
think
car
he
sits
drinks
on.
a lot.
I do, but this is for real. All the windows are bulletproof, so it's going to come out in just one color. It's just kind
All
of
the windows are
steel.
bulletproof.
Yeah,
Is that good or bad?
I think it's good.
What if a criminal gets it? How you gonna stop him?
You can remote stop it.
Oh,
Which sucks if you got a pissed off wife. You ain't leaving.
You ain't going nowhere. Wow.
Yeah, you don't have to take his keys anymore.
Tesla. That's good news.
Also, I mean, you can if you're going to go through floodwaters.
Yeah.
You hit a button and it lifts up 18 inches.
Dude, in Houston, yeah, okay, but what's a price tag on something like that?
Starting price is $60,000, I believe.
Yeah.
Which is about average as far as new trucks go.
Well, it's still pricey at $60,000.
Yeah, I mean, not gonna lie. Yeah.
Hey, there are the companies that are moving to H-Town. We're going to take another defunct commercial break, and we come back. We are going to talk more about some money coming into Houston. We'll be right back. Don't go away.
Where do you want to be in 5 years?
I had an old Studebaker truck and $300 when I started this company. In a few years, my sons will be ready to take over, and then I'd like to... I never told anybody this. I want to live in Paris and go to cooking school. Hey, that's what I want to do. Will I have the money to do it?
You could get there from here with Shearson Lehman Brothers.
Welcome back. That was a double defunct commercial brought to you by Jared Parrish. Go to jaredparrish.com. Look at his defunct commercial.
I think the website is defunct.
You have a website? No. Don't go to jaredparrish.com. Hey, I want to talk about something, man. How many this year? I would say at least 3 to 4 times a month, I'd get phone calls. People say, "Does Allura Financial do new construction?" I say, and I used to be a builder, so I know what it is to build a home and that 12-month marriage you have with a client. I said, "No, we don't do new construction." Guess what?
Now we're doing new construction.
We've been pressured. We've been getting ready to kick it off on the 1st of the year, which is not that far away. But we brought somebody in that this is her forte. She does this type of stuff.
We got to do a salute to her.
Yes, to
Salute
Nicole.
to Nicole Cowan. Welcome to the team.
Yes, and so she knows new construction. She knows commercial, and let me tell you something. She's very good at what she does. And she's only been here a little week now. She's already has a lot of people already interested in getting going with getting
She's been
going.
flooded with calls.
We had 2 today.
And real quick, I'm going to keep this one short.
Yeah.
So she got one lead. We had talked about it, and they're wanting to do a new construction deal.
Yeah.
And because of her 16 years experience as a builder, being a project manager, she was able to look at everything and tell them where the problems were. She was able to consult them through the whole process. So that's invaluable. You typically don't get that with a lender. They just tell you yes or no.
And most lenders don't interfere with blueprints because that's sort of two separate things. But a lot of lenders, what we do is, I've built tons of houses. I can look at a set of blueprints, 2,000 square foot home times $90 a square foot is going to cost, or appraised for. It's going to cost you probably this to build. But, if your budget, if you don't qualify for that kind of home, your plan designer, your architect's not going to tell you that because that's not their job. Their job is to build you the grand mansion. Okay? So if you qualify for less, where do you cut back? What do you do? There's certain ways to do it. You want to keep the house square. Yeah. I mean, the squarer the better, less money, 8 feet, 16 feet at least, less waste. You want to go with not such a complex roof peak on your roof. Remember the house we were out in Splendora that we purchased out there? Oh my God, that roof on there!
Oh yeah, it was a real steep pitch to it,
man.
And which could be difficult, to roof that, to do any type of repairs. I mean, I can understand why they would want to do it. You get a lot better runoff for the leaves that are around there. But for one, I don't think it looked all that great the way it was.
Yeah, and that's a very expensive roof. So there's ways to cut money down on construction projects. Monolithic slab versus the I'm not a big fan of the pier and beam's good, but I'm not a good fan of the post tension. I like rebar in my slab, but I'm old fashioned. But post tension's less money. Maybe it has its advantage. It hadn't gone away, so it must be something good about it.
No, there's still people doing it.
So things that you do, you want to have an engineered slab. Now, on blueprints, do you need an architect? If you're building a Taj Mahal, yes. You're building a home, it's a standard home. You need a plan designer.
Yeah, plan designer.
Plan designer is a lot cheaper than an architect, but you take the plans from the plan designer and you send it to an engineer to get your slab engineered. So you do have an engineered slab. You want an engineered slab. That house out there in Splendora, on that that was engineered slab because it was 21 years and it hadn't cracked or nothing.
No. No. Actually, it's been there 30 years.
Really?
30 years.
Wow. Yeah. You can see good quality work on a home. This particular home that we ended up buying out there, the slab was good. The brick, there was really nothing wrong with it.
Because here's the thing in this part of Texas, it's not if you have foundation issues, it's when.
Yeah.
You're gonna have some foundation problems.
Yeah.
And the better the foundation, the thicker the foundation, the better off you are. But eventually, most homes are gonna have foundation.
That's why you get in the greater Houston area, in some of these areas, you will have piers bell-bottom piers underneath your slab in order to support it, which is the engineering process you pay for. So anyway, to get a construction lending, and this, let's just face facts. Allure Financial, we're your private funders. We're not conventional lenders. These are particularly deals that you went to a builder, you went to your bank, and maybe your credit score wasn't good enough. Maybe you don't make enough money. Maybe, whatever it is, you were turned down. Now you come here.
Or if you're just under a really short time constraint.
Yeah.
If you need to hurry up and get it. Because for one, fix and flip loans are difficult to get from a bank.
Oh, man. Yeah.
You know?
Dude, 3 days.
Rental loans are difficult
I'll get you funded on fix and flip 3 days. Yeah. Bank can't do that.
No, they can't.
Can't touch this.
Don't.
Can't touch this.
Right?
MC Hammer.
I hear it. The time has come for us to say goodbye.
It is time to say goodbye, my friends. Yes. Till next time. Hey, this has been the Closing Table with Money Guys. My name is Sidney Young.
And Jared Parrish.
We're the Money Guys, and we got your money. Adios.